This morning on DC News Now, record holiday travel on the horizon, which you need to know before planning your 4th of July trip. A brief break from the heat today after yesterday's severe storms. Meteorologist Jackie Layer has the latest. The FBI headquarters staying in the district. Maryland officials in the Trump administration butting heads over the decision. DC's council addressing teen crime. Members and activists split on the decision.
Of course, we already know that curfews don't work.
It's a tool. It's an imperfect tool.
DMV fire officials pushing for a firework-free 4th. Their advice for safe celebrations this holiday weekend.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Haley Milon.
And good morning. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. There's a couple of things out there. Roadways are slick, so I'll be tracking your commute this morning. But first, we got to talk to Jackie about the forecast today and what we can expect. I know roadways are slick out there. Is it raining? Is it going to continue to rain throughout the day? How's it going to be?
I mean, we just have a few rain showers out there right now, and then eventually those will slide out. We'll see drier conditions later on today with a gradual clearing of those skies from the north and west to the south and east. So areas farther to the south and east, like Maryland, like southern Maryland at least, as that cold front continues to exit, we'll eventually notice more of that sunshine breaking out later on in the day as opposed to earlier. Here's a view of satellite radar, that cold front continuing to lift its way off towards the east. As we zoom on in, yes, we still have some wet weather across southern Maryland, even down towards Stafford along parts of the I-95 corridor in Virginia. Culpeper, some steadier rain out that way as we do see some yellow popping up. A few lighter rain showers, mainly scattered across Montgomery County at this point, so we'll eventually see a gradual clearing of the rain chances and then eventually a gradual clearing of those clouds likely lingering a little bit longer than those rain showers. So a chance of showers through at least 7 a.m. 11 a.m. we should be seeing just mainly cloudy skies, partly cloudy conditions by the middle of the afternoon. High temperatures back in those middle 80s out there for your Wednesday. Tomorrow, as well as the July 4th holiday, looking pretty nice out there. I'll have more details on that coming up. But Shanika, what's the latest on those roadways at the 6 o'clock hour?
All right, so you know how it gets. You'll see a lot of traffic out there, especially when the roadways are slick. So we're going to start out looking at 495. This is heading eastbound. So on the inner loop, you do have a crash that is right near Georgia Avenue, a little past that point. So right before 193. So you're going to see heavy traffic in this area. At one point, it was closed. Right now, you're just seeing delays here, major delays. Traffic is thick right now, so I would avoid this part through Silver Spring. That's a tractor trailer into a Jersey wall. For the rest of your area, you are looking good to go, but this is 495 right near 123. Heading northbound, we did have I do believe, single vehicle crash, but that should be gone. We also have something going on in Virginia, Knoxville. That is because we have some trees and power lines down. That's off of Aiden Road, so expect some police in that area and crews on scene there because that could cause some issues for commuters if you normally travel in that direction.
Yeah, those storms caused some messes out there. Well, breaking news in Maryland, Prince George's County Police investigating a deadly single car crash in Oxon Hill happening late last night on Indian Head Highway and Kirby Hill Road. Police say they found a woman unresponsive in the vehicle. She died at the scene. 4 other people were rushed to the hospital. One of them passed, and we're working to learn the condition of the other 3 people at this hour.
All right, we're talking about a house fire caused by lightning in Montgomery County, and it caused significant damage. Take a look at these photos here from fire officials. They say this happened along Tweed Street in Twin Brook. The family heard the lightning strike and got out safely, but they weren't able to return to the home last night.
Got hit like right in the middle of a house and was like, you know, just sitting in bed, and it was like just a huge, it sounded like a bomb went off.
And Montgomery County fire officials say the lightning appeared to strike electrical cables. The family tells DC News Now they're thankful no one was hurt.
Well, AAA is predicting a record-breaking 4th of July travel rush with more than 72 million Americans nationwide expected to travel between June 28th and July 6th.
Yeah, and Haley, here in the D.C. metro area, today could be one of the busiest travel days if you are driving. So we have DC News Now's Yamari Sase. She's live out there on the roads. Yamari, where are you now?
So we're near the Laurel area, currently on 495. Now traffic is moving extremely smooth at this hour. No issues on this side of the area, but essentially we do know when it comes to this weekend, this big travel weekend, highways and back roads will definitely expect some delays. So plan for that as you are heading out on the roads, and that's mainly because AAA says that travel numbers are past pre-pandemic levels. Now in the DMV, more than 1.86 million people are projected to travel for the holiday weekend, and of that 1.65 million people are expected to drive. Now that's definitely a 2.5% increase compared to last year, and nationwide travel is just up overall about 2% compared to last year. Now AAA does predict that today and Sunday will be the busiest travel days, especially here out on the road. And I did speak with Maryland Highway Patrol, and essentially they said that they expect more busiest days to be potentially tomorrow, but they do know a lot of people will be traveling today. They do plan to have out more patrols out on the road to really help to respond to any emergencies, and all the non-emergency lanes that were closed will now be open due to the high volume of traffic they do expect to see. Now they are encouraging people to check their cars and hit the road early to ensure a smooth travel experience.
Before you hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready to hit it too. So that means pop the hood, check the oil, make sure your coolant system is in good shape. All your lighting systems are proper. You have a full tank of gas. And also just make sure you just do kind of kick the tires before you hit the roadway.
Yeah, so at this time you can see the roads are super clear right here around this area in the Laurel on 95. So definitely you don't have to worry too much about any traffic in this area, so you should be good to go. But again, due to a lot of people leaving out today, tomorrow, and even Friday, definitely give yourself some time, check your cars, and be sure to stay alert and also drive safely. We're now reporting in Laurel, Maryland. I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Well, it looks like it's moving out there. Yamari, thank you so much. Good to see. All right, after scrapping its plan to move to Maryland, the FBI headquarters will now be staying in downtown D.C. Back in 2023, a proposal was approved to move the HQ to Greenbelt, Maryland, but the agency says it'll be leaving its current building and will move instead 3 blocks west on Pennsylvania Avenue to the Ronald Reagan building. The exact timing of the move, still unclear. Maryland lawmakers responding, including Senators Chris Van Hollen and Angela Brooks. Governor Wes Moore condemning this decision. They put out a statement saying, quote, not only was this decision final, the Congress appropriated funds specifically for the purpose of the new consolidated campus to be built in Maryland. That is why we will fight back against this proposal with every tool we have. Meantime, the Washington Business Journal reporting that the CIA is buying a new office building in Dulles. The Journal says the agency bought the Dulles Discover 2 office building on Air and Space Museum Parkway. FairfaxNow.com asked the CIA about the purchase, but it declined to comment. And in national news, the Senate narrowly passing President Trump's tax and spending bill.
Yeah, Vice President J.D. Vance made the rare tie-breaking vote after a marathon voting session. National correspondent Vinay Simlot explains what happens next as the bill heads back to the House of Representatives.
The Senate being evenly divided, the Vice President votes in the affirmative. The bill as amended is passed.
Vice President J.D. Vance cast the tie-breaking vote to pass President Donald Trump's legislative agenda out of the Senate.
A lot of important priorities got done.
President Trump's big, beautiful bill includes a permanent extension to the 2017 tax cuts, no taxes on tips, and $350 billion for border security.
The amendment is not agreed to.
Amendment number 2745.
My amendment 2435.
Senators spent all day Monday and well into Tuesday forcing votes on amendments and debating the bill.
Senator's time's expired. This bill fixes that and a bunch of other stuff. Thanks.
In the end, 3 Republican senators voted against it. Senator Rand Paul said the bill, which was supposed to cut spending, will add $270 billion to the national debt next year. And Senators Susan Collins and Tom Tillis said it cut too much from Medicaid. Every Democrat voted against it.
Our battle is not over.
Still, the bill passed the Senate. President Trump found out about Vice President Vance's tie-breaking vote at an event in Florida.
Wow, good. He's doing a good job. Wow.
And the the Congressional Budget Office says the bill would cut $1.5 trillion in federal spending over the next 10 years, and about 12 million Americans would lose Medicaid coverage. It also ends the IRS free file program. The House now has to pass on all of the Senate's changes before heading to President Trump's desk.
And in the district, juvenile curfew will now be 8 p.m. in some parts of the city. D.C. Council passing emergency legislation in response to repeated issues with large teen gatherings in areas like Navy Yard and the Wharf. There always has been curfew in place, but what's new here are special enhanced curfew zones. They target specific areas with a much earlier curfew. That means groups of 8 or more kids can't gather after 8 p.m. for up to 4 days at a time. Police must give kids 2 verbal warnings before taking action. Citywide, a daily curfew of 11 p.m. will be in effect for anyone under the age of 18 during July and August.
Right now, MPD is finding a hard time to corral large groups of youth, and so we're hoping that this tool will not make it easier to arrest or incarcerate young people, but provide MPD a tool to disperse them when they gather.
The emergency measure goes into effect immediately. It will stay in place for 90 days. At this point, no extended curfew zones have been designated.
And a win for religious organizations in Virginia. They can continue the controversial use of conversion therapy. It's a practice of attempting to change a person's sexual orientation. The Attorney General siding with 2 counselors on free speech and religious freedom rights. He says it allows counselors to use such talk therapy with willing LGBTQ children. This decision is controversial among Virginians.
Clients who are seeking to have those critical conversations about their identity and to hear faith-based insights from trusted professionals.
And there are numerous examples of conversion therapy leading to people killing themselves as opposed to curing them.
Conversion therapy has been banned for kids in the Commonwealth since 2020, and the American Psychological Association says efforts to change a person's gender identity can be harmful and should not be part of behavioral health treatments. All right, it is now 6:12. We're going to talk about the dangers of fireworks.
Yeah, that's right. Here are the warnings from officials to ensure that your 4th of July is safe. Plus, from a ban of certain leaf blowers to seatbelt requirements and a new minimum wage, all the new laws that are starting up around the DMV, you got to know about.
All right, what else do we need to know? We need to talk weather with meteorologist Jackie Layer. What can we expect?
Yeah, well, we have the cloudy skies out there this morning and some scattered light rain showers across parts of the area before eventually those slide out. And we should see a gradual clearing of those skies, but I'll have more details timing out the rest of that work week forecast right after the break.